Hey, Jared, I've got the moon out here. Just wanted to review what you were interested in having this framed like. I know you had said a natural frame. I took a look at a bunch of naturals here, and all of the warmth of these, like honey and oak and this warmth in the wood felt like it was too warm for such a cold space. This is just such a cold black and white and silver, and this warmth of the frame felt like it was clashing with it. So I went with the coolest lightest maple that is out there, and that felt a lot more like cool with it. So same with the mat boards. I have some really great grays here, grays and silvers. So these were the four I was looking at, and the kind of shiny iridescence that is in the moon, I'm like trying to have it catch the light here, but there is some minor silver to that print, and I was looking at some of the silvers that are available here. This is quite shiny, and it feels a little too much. So when we're floating this, I've got 2-inch mat board margins going around the piece. This is pretty striking. If you want something that's really eye-catching, this really is quite shiny. But that said, the silver in here is a little more muted, and this is another step down from that silver. So I'm going to put the very shiny one on top of this other one. These are both metallic, but as you can see, the bottom one does not reflect nearly as much as that top one. So the bottom one does match this silver a lot better. I'm like right up next to that silver, and it is a wonderful match. So there's that bit of light on it. I'm going to put a paper mat board next to that bottom one, just so you can see how that reflectivity works. So yeah, a little bit of light catching on those two top ones, and it's that middle silver one that I think is pretty cool. Also, that said, these silver ones are specialty, so they cost more. The piece is large, and these are oversized materials, so those cost more. So I've got some, different options for pricing options for you, but just so you're aware, this is going to be overall about 44 inches square, so a big sucker. Though again, the mat board margins are still only down at like 2 inches. So these are still oversized, and they do not cost as much as those, but again, specialty mat and then paper mat. So the very bright silver I'm setting aside, and I'm getting the more muted one here. I like these grays next to the black for contrast. This one here is a good match for just the gray in the moon. And yeah, so when this is floated, I'm going to put some foam core behind the rail, behind the whole piece here, so that it's like raised up just a little bit to show off, the originality of like having that rail attached here. I'm sure you don't need reminding, everything is a bit off center. So, the moon is over on this side. The text is not even quite centered to the whole piece. If you wanted to save money, we can, like I said, trim it down, make everything centered, but I do like having it remain on the rails. It's pretty cool like that. So, okay, the cool, very light natural wood that I've got right here, 1-inch face and 3/4 inch depth, very cool and cold with that cold moon. That one would come to $530. The breakdown of everything that's included in that is the 2-inch mat board margins around the artwork, the float mount, and regular plexi. Up at this size, plexi is a good idea. A big sheet of glass at that size is just kind of unwise. Black spacers to keep the plexi off of the surface of the art. I don't want the plexi rubbing up against that metal rail there. You'll get scratches on it. So spacers, plexi, float mount, 2-inch margins, and again, overall, the whole big piece is going to be 44 inches square. The natural frames do cost a little bit more than the basic black and whites that I'm always showing you. So I thought I would also price out just a regular black and white, because honestly, either of those would also look super cool. I actually kind of like the idea of the white because you do have those bright whites in there, so that is also quite striking. So the flat black or white would come to $375, so quite a bit of a jump between those two frame styles. $530 versus $375 for the same design. So yeah, let me know if you have questions. I want to be able to give you good options for these. And yeah, it's a big puppy, so yeah, a lot of big materials going in there. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll talk to you soon.